Okay, last pitch. I got a good feeling. I think this is going to be a good one. All the way from St Joseph's, of course, Year 9, 214 Upstart finalist Zach Rushbrook, and from Year 9 Grovedale College, Callum Scott with Shift It!
Do you remember the days when you had a part-time job?
Do you remember when you were given shifts when you were busy and it seemed like you were working all the time?
Or when you were never given any shifts and wanted to work somewhere else?
For the many people that would like more flexibility and versatility in their life, this is just the tip of the iceberg of all the problems that Shift It can solve. It can be used by anyone in almost any job, making life flexible and more enjoyable for everyone.
Now let's think about how many people in here own a small business.
Have you ever been left high and dry without someone being able to work?
Or have had poor worker after poor worker who never seem to deliver?
Do you spend hours trying to make sure every shift is filled and everybody's happy?
It's time you started using Shift It and shift your way of life.
Hello, I'm Zach Rushbrook, the founder and CEO of Shift It. I bring to the team the leadership and passion that will help us thrive.
And I'm Callum Scott, CFO, and I bring the financial skills to the team that will enable us to get the most value for our money. We are currently looking for a couple more people who have the marketing experience and web development skills to help make this dream a reality. And this is Shift It, the world's first shift matching organisation.
Shift It is a website that enables people to choose where they work, when they work, at a variety of different jobs. It also enables employers to have employees available to them at any time for any shift. In 2012, almost a quarter of the Australian workforce, 2.2 million in total, were casual, according to the ACTU.
So Zach, how did you come up with Shift It?
Well, I used to be a dishwasher. It started out as a fun job, but after a few months it became boring. And I got sick of working the exact same shift every week. And there was only one other person who could fill the shift, and I'm sure he felt the same way. I began to think how I could work at multiple different businesses, in multiple different jobs, and work when it suited me. And so Shift It was born.
Let's have a look at Shift It. To start with, employers will fill out some key information.
Then they'll fill out their payment method, whether it be PayPal or another method. After that, your submission will be sent to us for verification. And from there, you'll be able to do a variety of different things.
As an employee, you start by filling out key details. Then you will be scheduled to have an online video interview with us, where we will ask questions and see how you answer. We will also check your qualifications and previous experience. This will just help businesses know a little bit about your skills, actions, and behaviour.
Once we give the okay, you'll be able to fill out your profile with anything you think the employer should know. Once that's completed and your profile has been sent to us for approval, you're free to claim any shift that suits your skill level and is sent to you.
We believe that the world is changing. Most people want to have more flexibility with the way they live and work.
We believe that Shift It will have the ability to make this possible and more.
We're changing the future and making everybody's lives easier. We're currently looking into sending out a survey to business owners in Geelong to see if they have any thoughts on what would make this better and more likely to be used. We've also asked our friends and family about whether they would use this service, and they have given us ideas on how to refine it and make it better.
Shift It will reach the employees by advertising in local papers, because believe it or not, that's still where the majority of jobs advertised are found. We'll also have ads on employment websites, as well as social media like Facebook and Twitter, and job centres and training facilities. Hopefully word of mouth will take off as well.
To reach the employees, we'll actually go down to businesses and convince them to sign on with us. We'll also advertise in business magazines and speak at seminars and expos, as well as business groups like Chamber of Commerce.
There is nothing and no one out there who offers as much flexibility and versatility to the employer and employee as Shift It.
Because these
The closest thing would have to be freelancing agencies like Freelancer and Upwork, who enable people to offer tasks to freelancers and they bid on the right to do the task.
Because these freelancing websites are the closest thing to Shift It we have found, that's where we figured out how much we were going to charge. We're going to charge the employee $20 every month except for the first, which will be free. We will also charge the businesses 5% of the wage, which is in between freelancing companies, which range from 3.5% and 10%.
We need the money to help fund the development of the website, which I've been told would cost about $30,000. The world is changing, and if you don't change too, you may be left behind.
Everything has changed in the past 50 years except for when and how people work.
So join us as we shift the way people think about work. Thank you.
Seriously, we're going to be working for these kids. I can see it.
Sky Software is in Spring Street, 59 Springs. You're what, year 9?
I'm year 9, Zach's year 10.
Oh, right, okay, so a couple of years yet. No, really, really good pitch. I was going to ask you, at the end, are you going to use media? But I really like the way that you actually did that. It was well done, well rehearsed, and then well delivered. I think that there is something to your idea. I like what you're doing. I understand the area. I think that maybe there's a couple of challenges with it, but not insurmountable. Observation I'd have is when you're doing this type of thing, you're taking on a representative role for the people that you're providing the service to, and in a similar way, you become responsible for the people that you're sort of placing. So, police checks, bona fides of the people who you're representing and so forth, and also the reputational impact that bad outcomes can have on your model. So it's something to think about, how you might actually come to terms with that. Have you thought about, think about the way you monetise it and making money out of it, I should say. Have you thought about maybe alternative ways, such as, say, clipping the ticket when people are actually paying through the network or something along those lines? Have you thought about that?
Not really. Sorry.
Fair enough. Okay. All right. No, honest. No, but getting notoriously hard to stick with membership fees. So, clipping the ticket, if you're taking sort of a percentage of the placement or something like that as it goes through is a method you might sort of consider. I'd encourage you to actually put some more effort into this.
Yeah, we've got a subscription fee and we take 5% of all the wages that go through.
Oh, so it goes through your system?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. All right. I wasn't paying enough attention at that point. So.
Okay. We stand corrected. Look, I'm blown away by that. I thought that was great. I thought you were convincing. I thought you were polished. I love your logo and, you're shifting the way we work. I'm impressed by the fact that you've already called yourself the CEO. I can't think of a question. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
You guys could sell ice to the Eskimos. That was a fantastic pitch. I love the enthusiasm, love the energy. I love the fact that it's coming as a B2B idea, that you've gone into industry, figured out a problem, and you're now taking your own steps to solve that problem. My question is, you can talk big game, but can you deliver? What are your technical skills?
We have none, but I'm sure we'll be able to find someone who may be able to help with that. Yeah, freelancing. Yeah, Sky Software. Before we go, we'd like to thank the mentors, judges, sponsors, and anyone else who's helped with this program. Thank you.